What up, y'all? It's your man Abuamerican. I am back with another mining video, and I have a situation. It's a mess. My mining bathroom is a mess because I had to tear the system down again and put everything back together, and I'll explain what happened. And I also have a question that maybe some guys out there can help me with, because I know some miners actually watch my channel, so I really appreciate you more experienced guys' feedback. So here's what happened. As you guys know from one of my previous videos, that ATX power supply burned out. It just died. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to hook up a server PSU. That is a 1200 watt server PSU, just like that one. Significantly smaller, but significantly better. These things are way better. But the problem is the breakout boards on these things, they only come with 6-pin connections. Most GPUs like these ones, and the one that I bought, the XFX RX 5700 XT, that has dual 8 pins, and this has an 8-pin and a 6-pin. Now, for guys who don't know, these cables, the VGA cables, they carry 150 watts worth of power. It's an 8-pin connector, 150 watts. 6-pin cables only carry 75 watts. So what happens is I have a 150 watt port on here, the 8-pin, and I'm trying to run it down into a 6-pin. The GPU ends up underpowered. It either doesn't work or it doesn't hash properly. You get stales, you get rejected, or whatever else. But the 6-pin runs fine. So, how do I go from the 6-pin to the 8-pin? I don't know. But anyway, in trying to break that down and put this thing into place and make it play, make it work properly, I ended up like crashing the whole system. And what happened was one of my risers went bad because I was actually, powering the risers off of this also. And so the riser, this riser in specific, went bad on this GPU, and that GPU wasn't responding at all. I actually thought I bricked the GPU. I didn't. Alhamdulillah, it was only the riser. But now my question for the miners. Is there such a thing as an 8-pin breakout board? I've looked everywhere online. I don't see it. And then is there a way, and is it safe to actually run an 8-pin down to a 6-pin to supply power to this? Because basically the 6-pin, it's supplying what? 75 watts of power, correct? But I need to supply the GPU with 150 watts off of this single cable, off the single port, off the single 8-pin port. How do I do that? I mean, really, I don't see a way to do it. So, and I don't have any, single 6-pin GPUs. I don't run any of them old GPUs. So what do I do? Do I not use it? Right now, this thing is only powering my little mini ASICs miner thing over here. It's running like a little beast. But otherwise, I can't use it. And it literally shut down my system for almost a full 24, if not longer, hours. And the reason why the GPU's gone and everything up here is I just sent that GPU back because it has 2 8-pins. Even running off this power supply, that thing just didn't really want to spool up properly. It was hashing wonderfully. I mean, I got, what was it? Something like, let me see. I think it was like 80 watts at 55 mega hash, and I didn't even get a chance to really mess with it because it kept on crashing. So I didn't get to play with the overclocks and undervolting. But I mean, that thing was running wonderfully. You know what I mean? So my hash rate at the pool is so low. That just sucks. I'm getting 445 though from the machine, but I'm getting 333. I'm usually above my local hash rate on the. Hey, look at that guy. Look at, isn't he handsome? My. So anyway, that's my question, guys. How do I power 8-pin GPUs over these 6-pin slots? Does anybody know of 8-pin breakout boards? I've been on Google for days. I don't think they exist. So since it doesn't exist, how do I run the 8-pin slot off the 6-pin, the 8-pin plug on the 6-pin slots? Is that possible? I mean, because technically these things are only supplying 75 watts, and it might try and pull 150. So that means technically this can't work without like causing it to be some sort of danger, some sort of fire hazard. Is there a way to make these things work for these modern GPUs? Because like I said, I don't have any of these little tiny old school ones that run off those 6-pin only GPUs. Let me know if you guys know something. Anyway, guys, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Risers go bad. This one is bad. I know. You see, it looks perfectly fine, but well, except for that dust on there. But really, these things burn out, and when running that, it just caused some sort of problem that caused this thing here to die, which caused my GPU number 8, I know it's a 7, but that's slot number 8 on the board, to just, come up with a bunch of rejected stairs. If you guys know some trick to make that thing work, let me know. I will probably be doing a review on this in the next couple of days. Unfortunately, the prices on most cryptos has crashed. If you guys haven't been paying attention, it's gone down pretty heavily. Most of these are tied or pegged to, you know, Bitcoin in some way or another. So, you know, we're just looking at like a low low swing on the market, but it'll come back. It always does, especially if Biden gets elected. We're all going to be rich. So, yeah, if you got an answer for my question, guys, let me know. And that's what's going on right now. I'll keep you guys updated when I get my new PSU and I get this thing running. I'm out, guys.